Hi, everybody. Welcome back and a happy Women's Day for those of you who are celebrating Women's Day today, like we are here in South Africa. Well, do I have gossip for you? Well, Harold Henry Hasnaballs has been, whatever you want to call him, maybe in Tokyo at the moment, where they will attend a summit on the power of sport, community, and philanthropy. Yes, another one of those titles with words added on to make it sound impressive, and where a bunch of people will take turns to each talk about his or her own topic, spewing word salad in an effort to sound intellectual. Well, he did take Nacho with him, and I hear male models can also be very decorative at such events, or so I'm told. Anyway, after the summit, the two lovebirds will fly to Singapore to play in a charity polo match in aid of Bali. Great! I'm so glad for them. They can go right ahead. Bye. Cheers. Enjoy the outing, boys. Anyway, we were really curious to get some more news from California, and in particular with regard to that movie project of Meghan's, that Meet Me at the Lake book thing. Well, let's be honest here. I don't really care about it because I would rather eat worms than watch it. But I think my contact felt a little annoyed and perplexed. I mean, I have many, many subscribers in the United States, but very few contacts in terms of information, etc. Not like in the United Kingdom, where I have friends and family and where I stayed and visited before and sort of know my way around London and High Wycombe and Wimbledon, etc. Anyway, I think she also felt that she let me down. So she was like a dog with a bone and could not leave it alone. And I'm a poet, and I don't even know it. Anyway, now I watched Lady C as well, and I agree with her. And yes, I sort of hinted at it in my own video, which I made prior to this. If Carly Fortune was paid 3 million for the rights to that book, something is indeed very wrong. I did not want to be as direct as the lady because regardless of the fact that I worked for two publishers in South Africa in my 30s, namely Don Retief Publishers and HAUM, and I published 4 books myself, what would I know about movie rights and what it goes for in the United States these days? But 3 million for a book, which is one, not a bestseller. I mean, it is selling well in its category. It's doing okay, but it is not a bestseller. It is not John Irving, J.K. Rowling, etc. And no, it is only Carly's second book, and currently basically selling on her name due to the success of her first book. And in retrospect, not getting the same great reviews. Secondly, it's a paperback. It's not even out in hardback. Thirdly, it's a romance novel. Thus, compared to movies needing special effects and foreign locations, etc., the budget on a romance drama is relatively low. So, after much homework and research and questions and answers from multiple people, I can now confidently tell you that no way did they pay 3 million for the film rights. If they did, they were either duped, taken for a ride, or something is very wrong with that transaction. And now it is even reported or alleged that Netflix paid or advanced 2.4 million of the 3 million for the rights. No, Netflix may have ulterior motives or something because it is unlikely that they are that ignorant or stupid. So here is the truth, secondhand, but from the horse's mouth, so to speak. First, a production company or producer will pay for the option to use your book. This means that they will have first option for a period of time to film your book. Now, unless you are J.K. Rowling or an ultra well-known famous author, the best an author can expect for such an option would be 500 to 5,000 dollars, and agents consider that a good deal. Like I said, straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, so let's assume they do decide to adapt and film your story. And let's assume you do not have like 100 books behind you and you're not a household name. Then what can you expect? Well, producers and agents work according to a formula which is simple. 2 to 3% of the proposed production budget. Thus, if the budget is, say, 10 million, the author will receive 200 to 300,000 dollars. Also note, 9 out of 10 times there will be a cap on this payment. So even if the budget increases, the author will still only receive 200 to 300,000 dollars. Okay, so my contacted a contact of hers and asked about the projected or expected production cost on a film such as can be made from Carly's book. And the answer was clear and very straightforward. Unless there is at least one megastar in the film, the average budget for such a romance, real life type film, the Hallmark type story, is indeed between $2 and $3 million. So, my darlings, my contact is 99.9% sure that Harry and Meghan did not pay 3 million for the film rights, nor did Netflix contribute 2.4 million for the rights. It is his absolute conviction that the 3 million is the entire budget for the movie. In which case, Carly Fortune will get between $60,000 and $90,000. It is my contact opinion that if he is wrong, someone at Netflix should be fired or will be fired, or there is something else going on. But it is more likely that Meghan's people are exaggerating on her behalf. Okay, so if that is not all to sort of have you gawking, there is more. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, hang on. Yes, we are all going. Oh, Harry and Meghan cashing in on tragedy again. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm not going to go buy that book just to find out. Sorry, guys. I have much else I desperately want to read, and I do not have the time. So I'm not going to spend my precious time reading something I'm not interested in. And young love and the drama that comes with it is not my niche anymore. I sort of aged out of it. Anyway, through my contact and a couple of email I received from others, the book is at least different from Harry and Meghan's story in the sense that the main characters were at least adults when they lost their parents. But there are so many other similarities that it is indeed hard to ignore, like the main character being called Fern. Remember, Meghan's parents called her Flower. The character's surname being Brookbanks. Yes, not Brooks Bank. At least they changed the S around. And then the other character is called Will. Will with his angular jaw and cheekbones. Anyway, I'm not going to give it all away. Let's just say the coincidences are far too many. And if you think so too, then you, like me and a few others, would be absolutely right. Because gossip is that this was all planned, all set up, and the book was written with exactly this outcome in mind, all neatly planned and set up. Yes, indeed. Shortly after I was told the story and the gossip, I opened my phone and there was a notification from the Mirror newspaper, sort of basically confirming what I was told. You see, it is not coincidence that there are 6 or more similarities to the Harkles in the book. Oh no, 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 no. Carly is what is called a Sussex superfan by her own admission. The Canadian had followed Meghan from her days in Suits right up and past her marriage and wedding with old Harry. And even before the wedding, Carly was busy tweeting her fangirl comments on Meghan. Things like, suits rock, you guys. I think that Meghan Markle is going places. She's also telling people that she will be working and teaming up with Meghan and Harry directly in the process of adapting her book, etc. Well, yes, guys, if you have followed this channel for a while, you will know that Meghan has a habit of making contact with her fans. Some then tweet about her magnificence, some give interviews singing her praises, and others will write books for her. And that is all I am saying for now. Read between the lines. Oy but this appears to already be a disaster, and they have not even started filming yet. It is already heading for failure. Remember, some of us went and watched Harry and Meghan on Netflix so we could hear and see for ourselves what lies and stories they were going to spin. So we could discuss it here on YouTube and Instagram, etc. But honestly, looking at the demographic of, for instance, my subscribers, I honestly cannot see more than maybe 1 or 2% of you sitting through a cheesy, sickly sweet love story produced by the equally cheesy common Meghan Markle. Sorry, guys, maybe I am misjudging you, but I just can't. I know for a fact that I won't watch it. And my friends like Mary Ann, Kathy, Cornelia, Anita likely won't either. So if they are listening to this video, maybe they can just comment below and tell me whether I'm right or wrong. And so can you all. Yes, there may be 16 to 18-year-olds watching, but maybe Netflix will realize that it is usually not the 16 and 18-year-olds paying the monthly subscription. I may be very wrong here, but I think we are going to wait a long time for that movie. And I think there is every chance it will go the same direction as Pearl. But I guess we will have to wait and see. Okay, guys, I'm off. So I'll see you as soon as I can. And until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.